Hi everyone. So like everyone was asking about how to read a company or how to analyze a company. So we have come up with a small video where we will let you know how to read about the company financials and how to go about a company if you want to invest in the company, what factors you need to consider. So there are many factors you need to watch if you are investing in a stock. You always need to follow the stock, so there are many factors which you are supposed to look into. So I'll tell you few things today so you get a fair idea about how to go about investing in a stock or how to analyze a particular stock. So for example, today we are starting with like about let's say Hindustan Copper Limited. Okay, so I'll tell you how to read this company if you like plan to invest. Okay, so little disclaimer that I'm just not telling you to invest in this company. I'm just giving you a fair idea about how to read a company if you want to invest. Okay, so the first most important thing if you are planning to invest in any company, so you are supposed to know about the company, what it does, what it is into. So company profile matters a lot because without knowing about what the company is doing, you cannot invest, right? So you should know what the company is into and what the company is doing. So here, if you see, it's a company website only, Hindustan Copper Limited, where it tells that Hindustan Copper Limited is a public sector undertaking incorporated on 9th November 1967. So it's an old company under the administrative control of the Ministry of Mines, Government of India. It has the distinction of being the nation's only vertical integrated copper producing company, as it manufactures copper right from the stage of mining to beneficiaries, something smelting, refining, casting of refined copper metal into downstream saleable products. Then the company has the facilities for production and marketing of copper concentrate, copper cathodes. Okay, and this also it is incorporated in 1967. So if you read like from the first two paragraphs, you will understand that it's the nation's only vertically integrated copper producing company, right? Like from mining to selling. Okay, so what does we conclude from this, that it has a monopoly? Okay, so which is like a best thing where there are less competitors and it is the leader, you can say that. So which is a good part. So once you know or get a gist about the company profile, the second thing you can go is about reading the annual report of the company. Now the annual report you see here it is, where here it is given Indian copper scenario. So after going through about the company, you're supposed to know about the industry analysis. What the, like for example, the company is into the copper mining. So you should know fair idea about what the copper industry is doing, how it is performing, whether it is doing good or no. So industry analysis is the second thing where you're supposed to look into. So here, if you can see, they have given you the industry scenario, that is the Indian copper scenario. Compared to the global markets, India has limited copper core reserve, contributing about only 0.31% of world copper reserves. Okay, and mining production is just 0.2% of world production, whereas refined copper production is about 4%. So from the first paragraph itself, you can see that India is having a very limited scope in the copper ore reserve, and it is contributing very less compared to the world copper reserve. So it can be say that it has a very good growth opportunity in future for India if you go to see, because we are just contributing only 0.31%. Okay, then HCL has around two-fifths of the copper ore reserves with an average grade 0.99%. Now here if you see, there are three major players which dominate the copper industry in Indian markets. One is the Hindustan Copper, okay, in public sector, and Hindalco Industries and Sterlite Industries in private sector. Another thing, it is reported that Adani Group is installing custom copper smelter and refining named as Kutch Copper of 1 million ton in a phased manner. Okay, so you'll be understanding that there are very less players, that is three major players. Always remember, like from the annual report, you get to know everything in detail. So whenever if you're studying from the annual report or you are reading it, you will get a clear picture of what everything is into. So the SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness, opportunity. So here you will get to see it's the only company mining copper ore in India. It has a fully developed infrastructure facility, more than 80% of country's copper reserve, vertically integrated operations, skilled and well-trained workforce, brand value, then wide distribution network. Okay, then weaknesses are smaller size mine deposit, aged equipment, low process efficiency, Okay, then the opportunities are the growing copper demand within the country, ready market. Okay, then expansion of mine capacity to explore new deposits. So these are like the SWOT analysis which are done. So after like looking into the industry analysis and doing some SWOT analysis, the another factor which you can see is the financials. Okay, like how the company is performing, turnover wise, net profit wise. So you're again from the annual report, you will get the financials like the performance or the summary of the highlights. So if you see here, the company's turnover is 1812 from the previous year, that is, it was 1760. Okay. Then if you see the interest cost or the finance cost has reduced from 6261 to 28.94. Then the profit after tax is also improved. It's 86.9 and currently, okay, 109 and 373.78. So here you can see that the company is growing, and last year it did not give any dividend, and in 2021 it offered a dividend to its shareholders also of 33.85 crores. Okay, so here from the annual report also you can study, or you can go to money control also, where you can get the financial highlights, okay, of the company. So let's say over here, mm, yeah, if you see here, Hindustan Copper Limited. Okay, so if you go to see the quarter on quarter, June 3, it was 348 crores, and in June 21, it was 267. So quarter wise also, it is improving on your basis also, which is a good sign for the company. Okay, so the company is in the improving phase. But do we see like these factors are just enough to invest, like seeing the financials or the company profile? No, these factors are not enough. You are supposed to look into other factors also. Let's say like what's the current news going on about the stock. So when I was reading and I came across that uh, recently, the Nalco Hind Copper strategic sale plans may soon land on cabinet table. So the government is planning to go for the divestment department clearance for the strategic sale of the Nalco and Hindustan Copper. Okay, so demand is likely to begin in rally in the commodities, so which is again a good sign. And this is from a reliable source that if we are reading, it's the Economic Times newspaper. And if you see, Niti Aayog has recommended privatization of the two along with the other non-strategic public sector entities. Okay, so and recently the divestment, this investment plan of 60,000 crore by the government to collect, they have planned it, so which is a good factor again to see. But when I was seeing this about the disinvestment plan, there was another news which had come that Adani Group is also foraying into copper. So if you see recently, Adani is trying to get acquisition in most of the industries, and he's trying to not leave any space. He's just getting into all of the businesses. So again, the news was it is trying to foray into copper, ties up to 6,000 crore loan for plant. So if you noticed and connect, like government is planning to sell and Adani is planning to buy. So going forward, again, it is like a good thing to watch upon. So has set the ball rolling to build a 1 million ton per annum copper plant in his home state of Gujarat. So he has raised 6,000 crore in debt to finance the project first phase. So the government is planning to sell, and your Adani is planning to enter the copper market also. So it's a good thing. So going forward, we can keep a watch about it, how it will perform. And if you see, even in the outlook, if you go to the management and discussion analysis, where they tell you about the company future prospects, what they are seeing. So if you see, the per capita copper consumption in India is expected to increase from the current level of 0.5 kg to 1 kg in coming years. So which is again a positive thing. The average per capita copper consumption of world is 3.2 kg. So we have lot of growth opportunity in the copper market in the coming years to absorb. So one can, fairly look at this company and study more about it, because if you see the China market also, their productions is falling, the steel market. So this can be a added advantage to India, we can say, because if you see, as we saw, that we are just contributing like 0.3% compared to the world. So there's a lot of growth opportunity, and from the company's financials or whatever we read, we saw all the positive things, which is like, let's say, even if we are seeing the financials, we see that the company is improving. A company gave dividend to the shareholders also. Uh, it is trying to like reduce the interest cost also. So this all signs shows you that the company is on the growing phase. So these are the factors which you are supposed to look or analyze while you are reading about a company. Okay, now these factors won't be the same in reading like other about the other companies, because this is the copper one. So sometimes it will be like the pharma one. You're reading about the pharma industry, or let's say you're reading about the chemical industry. So you always should know about the company profile, about the industry analysis, about the news which are going on related to this stock. So this all factors look into, and then you decide on whether to go about or not. So then if we go to see on the chart also of the Hindustan Copper Limited. So this is a trading view platform where you can analyze the stock on the technical basis. So what we learned was the fundamental thing of like how to read about the company. The another part is the technical analysis, where you get to a fair idea of how to go about. So if you go to see from the current chart, you're basically, if you see, Hindustan Copper currently is like after falling down from, let's say, since 1 year. Now it is trying to recover. So if let's say around 100 or something, if it comes, it can be a good decision to look for the stock. Okay, and let's say the good support is around 86 and 82, and the higher levels are like 130. Okay, um, and the upside is very huge, 130, 140, 160. So one can just have a fair uh, look into the stock. So I hope like this helped you all how to like analyze about the company, how to read a company, and gave you a little fair idea. And we'll be coming up with such videos soon, where we will tell you how to look into the factors, what factors you need to consider, and what are the important things to be seen. Hope this video helped. So do like, share, and subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Okay, thank you.